Cool.
Thank you, guys. This was
We're,
awesome.
we're a good team.
People say electricity and oil. I sometimes think about data as an air, like it's everywhere, right? It's so when it is analogous to something that is so omnipresent everywhere, you need to think about like what, when, how do you consume it, and it has different meanings at different times.
The acceleration of data is it just keeps increasing. It keeps going, faster and faster in terms of how much new data is coming into the world. And the key to success is how do you actually organize that and provide the ability to analyze that information and make real value out of it. The raw data itself, at least to me, is not the value. How you actually organize it, how you interpret it, how you provide that capability to users is ultimately the challenge and the goal.
Well, I think if you think in the past, people were consuming more data for a specified outcome. So they were mostly interacting with a dashboard, they were mostly interacting with a workflow. And that was a typical population. A portfolio manager, that's how they used to interact with the data. If you think today, we are having more tech-savvy professionals, right? Whether they are portfolio managers, whether they are operators, whether they are people in the RQA function and others, right? They want to interact with data and build various kind of analysis, build various kind of micro applications, which are different from the way they used to do it. The biggest shift is, historically, people would just consume information for a specific outcome. Now they want programmatic access to the data to build various kinds of applications. And that's a huge shift that has happened in the last 5 to 7 years.
Right now I see AI as an incredible tool to make users and developers more efficient. It's going to be ways to develop code more quickly. It's going to be a way to gather insights out of data, out of information. But I'll come back to my basic principle. If the data is not right, the tool's not going to solve that. Now, AI is a tool that actually can help perhaps organize data better and come up with ways. One of my favorite topics, Devakar may laugh at that, is symbology. How do you link data together from different sources? I think AI is going to, again, embellish and help the research process and new ways to look at data. But ultimately, back to the basics. If the data is not right to start with, the AI is still not going to create the solutions that you need.
As we think about data scientists, 70% of the time that data scientists spend is on what we call data prep. Data prep is kind of a lingo we use because it's time they need to organize the data, it's time they need to understand the data, it's time they need to figure out how to use the data. They only spend today 10 to 15% time in building the right models and testing those models. If you spend time in organizing your data really well, you can cut down the cycle of innovation. You can actually drive much more meaningful AI insights. So I think, data and AI go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. In fact, as AI mature, you need to mature a data paradigm much more. You need to spend a lot more on data governance, which is generally being thought about as a good to have topic versus a real meaty topic that you need to invest upfront. Like governance is at the simplest thing. You're going to use data. You're going to use data to do something meaningful, something operational, something even regulatory. Can you trust the data? When we talk about data quality, that's governance. Tomorrow, you're going to talk about AI and how you're going to use data in various AI model. Do you actually have the entitlement and the rights to use that data in the AI model?
It's really exciting because this is all just opportunity. And it just is, back to the beginning here, more data, more tools, more opportunities. I'll come back to the theme, you have to govern that data correctly or who knows what you're going to be creating out there.
The one application I'm very excited, I'm looking forward to is how do I actually meaningfully argue with my wife? I just generally lose all my battles, so